in España. It's been a really, really long day of traveling. I hate traveling, so I just want to see.
Hate traveling.
But we went for a little stroll on the beach. Cozy girls, travel essentials. Yeah.
Dazzling eye drops, hand sanitizer also extremely important.
Do you have the travel essentials included the worldwide travel adapter?
Number one essential when you're flying, water. Stay hydrated. My little baggie. I've got some eye drops, lip balm. Yeah, my eyes are looking a bit bloodshot. It's not really a good look, but what can you do? Stay moisturised, stay hydrated. Yeah, just chill out, read a book, listen to music, podcasts.
We're back with a new video, which is going to be all about travel tips, how to stay cozy, cool, calm, collected, all of those things when you're traveling.
Recently we went away together for a week to Spain. It was very chill, very low-key, and we just wanted to talk about how to stay comfortable when you're actually traveling, when you're in the airport, when you're on a plane, but also just a few more general travel tips, especially if you're going away with a friend.
I get stressed as soon as I step into an airport. I will put this out there and say I'm not a great traveller because I get extremely anxious about flying.
I find you so easy to travel with.
I keep it all in my head, but in my head I'm thinking, right, this plane's going down.
Oh,
Seriously.
I'm glad you keep it in your head.
I keep it. I don't like being up in the air, so as soon as I'm in the airport I'm like, oh god, not loving it. So,
how do you deal with that?
as soon as I get on the plane I try to go to sleep and just pretend it's not happening. There are other things as well, like distraction techniques I find really helpful. I listen to music, particularly on planes or any kind of travel really. I also like to do things like, this sounds really nerdy, but I really like crosswords. I'm getting really into doing cryptic crosswords at the moment.
A crossword book.
A crossword book, or in WH Smith or whatever,
in the airport. Or
pretty much.
Sudoku, if that's your thing.
My dad is really scared of flying as well, which is so weird because I don't think he's really scared of anything, but he's scared of flying. His thing, when there's turbulence or whatever, his distraction technique is to rearrange things, and he always says that if he could take every piece of the newspaper apart and put it all back together again, he'd feel a lot better. And I kind of feel like that, like you have to just take your mind off it somehow. Like when I'm listening to music, I get really into it and I am mouthing all the words and stuff. What about you? What are your thoughts?
For me, I don't care about flying really. I've had some horrible flights in my time and I'm never really scared about the actual act of flying, but it's all the stuff either side. I hate airports, have really horrible early morning flights because they're usually the cheapest. I just want to be comfortable, be wearing the closest thing to pajamas that is socially acceptable and as cozy as possible. So the number one thing for me is comfort. Some people go to the airport in full glam, wearing heels.
I love when I see people in heels in the airport. I'm like, yes, you go girl.
I respect that, but that's not me. There were so many cute little like loungewear sets and like cohorts and stuff like that. So I travelled in this tracksuit to Spain with Chloe and then I just wore it like every day as well. Another essential for me, footwear, trainers. These are my Adidas Superstars which I travelled in. Yeah, I'm not about
I'm definitely about comfortable footwear
I'm
for
not
traveling.
about the heels life. Also my feet get really cold on planes, so
You get really cold on planes, I get really hot.
yeah, I get cold. So I want to be all snuggly, cozy, wearing like a nice comfy jumper, even something like what I'm wearing now, leggings or like comfy tracksuit bottoms, socks, multiple pairs of socks if necessary. Even if I'm going somewhere hot, I need to be cozy in the journey.
I rate that, I respect that.
Good.
Remain hydrated and nourished. Like
Yes.
eat and drink. Don't forget about that stuff.
Oh
just
my
when
god,
you're traveling.
especially if it's early in the morning. I feel so sick if I'm up and about before my usual time of morning. So
Yeah.
my body is freaked out, it's not used to it. Even things like, I just feel thrown off by like all the fluorescent lighting in airports and
It's
you
just a bit of a shock to your system.
and you just feel gross. Sunglasses indoors are perfectly acceptable
Yes,
if you're flying.
absolutely.
Coffee.
Coffee. coffee. Coffee is a big one for me. Coffee, 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 coffee.
A good breakfast or whatever meal it may be.
Listen to your body. Your body's going, I'm unhappy. Give it some stuff that will make you happy.
Yeah, take loads of food on the plane if you can.
Also, something that I didn't do when we went away, but that I have done in the past, rescue remedy.
Okay.
That just occurred
To calm you.
To calm you and to make your body feel a bit more sort of regulated. I thought it didn't work for ages.
I think it could be one of those things that is a bit of a placebo effect, but if it works,
but if it works for you, then it works for you.
This is very much a personal thing and each to their own, but I don't personally like to drink a lot when I'm traveling. I wouldn't want to be
Smashed,
drunk and feeling grotty.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That messes up your hydration as well. It's better to just chug loads of water
Yeah.
on a flight. If you're on a long haul flight, which we were not, but if you are and your skin gets all dry and crusty.
You know what? My skin gets dry and crusty even after like a 2-hour flight sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
I get really dry.
I usually carry some moisturiser or something.
Yeah, moisturiser, but also what you were going to say, which is
Put a sheet mask on or something
Yes.
like that, or a face mask or some super hydrating skincare situation.
Yeah.
Because that can feel very soothing as well.
feels like
mentally.
you're taking care of yourself. It's just a thing to do as well if you're nervous. Focus on things that aren't being nervous.
If you struggle to sleep on planes, get yourself a good eye mask and some earplugs.
Download a meditation app or whatever we talked about those
Oh, yeah.
last sleep video. That could be really helpful.
There
on
are
the
some
plane.
that are designed specially for travel or for flights.
Flights.
I am not one of those people that likes wheeling a little mini suitcase around. I hate taking mini wheelie bags. Unless you're going somewhere for literally just a weekend and that's all you're taking.
Yeah, or
As
unless
hand
you're
luggage.
a child and you're on one of those trunky things.
And you can sit on it and
Yeah.
roll around.
Yeah.
Goals. I'm all about the backpack. It's very nerdy, but does the job. Put your laptop in here. It's got a nice little padded pocket situation. Put your passport and whatever in the front. Good to go. This is good because you could fit a small crossbody bag or something in there.
Yeah.
And then if you're flying with one of those airlines that forces you to only take one bag, you can shove it in when you have to and then just walk around the airport with your essentials to
Yeah.
hand. What about you? You're a handbag gal as well.
Yeah, big handbag, a towel.
Yeah, because that's what I hate about airports, all that fussing when you
Like,
have to
just
go
stop
through
fucking
security.
about, like taking this in and out and like bags in bags and bags full of
Unpacking
liquids and
and
unpacking.
It's tiresome. So if you can minimise that, take a small bag if you can that you can shove under your seat when you're on the plane so you don't have to fight for overhead space as well. That's another thing I hate.
Yeah, me too. I will literally book someone out for a space in the open.
I read so much when I'm on holiday. I will go through a book a day or a book every other day.
It's true, I've witnessed it.
So I swear by my Kindle. I know that some people don't really like to read on them and they prefer real books, but I would have to take a suitcase of books if I was to do that. So
It's wise.
with the Kindle, I could have 100 books to choose
It's a
from.
library.
And I'm not going to run out and I can just carry it around easily. It's great when you have delayed flights or something like that. Headphones, obviously essential also.
Good headphones, yeah. 2 pairs of headphones. Because if your headphones break when you're travelling,
Like yours did.
like mine did, you'll be scrounging for headphones with other people. And that's never a dignified
You
look.
have to set up a headphone sharing rota.
Amy's very kind, she let me borrow hers.
Any packing tips? The clothes?
Oh god, I'm not the right person to ask everything. I just throw everything in and sit on top of my suitcase like a cartoon character. Packing makes me so intensely anxious, like I can't explain.
I hate packing too.
You know when you leave the house and you feel like you've forgotten something? It's like that, but you're in another country so there's nothing you can do about it. That's how I feel about packing.
I've got a little bit better over time with packing. I think it's something that you kind of learn with age, that you can't overthink it.
I think my packing's getting worse with it.
But you travel so much, you'd think that you would have it down and be like super efficient.
No.
You should just pack your suitcase, then look at it, and then maybe take 3 things out or
Some
5
people,
things out.
like my mum for example, like to make a list of everything they're going to pack.
My dad
But
does
that does not help me because I feel like I forget something on the list.
As long as you've got enough underwear and enough t-shirts, everything else
Yeah, you'll be alright.
You'll figure out.
On holiday, I tend to do my makeup a bit differently.
I've been away with Chloe before and she has not worn any makeup at all. And then this time,
I
you
was
were
like
just
going for it.
yeah, full face of makeup every day. I'm too lazy for
I
that.
think it's because I bought loads of new makeup the
Yeah,
week
you just
before
wanted
and I
to
wanted to play
use
with
it.
it. My best makeup tip for when you're travelling is take some bright lip colours. Like, what was I wearing? Was I wearing Lady Danger by MAC?
Possibly.
Or something.
It had a bright red on the go.
Take some bright lip colours, throw on a pair of sunglasses, it's a look.
bright lipsticks are the easiest way to feel very summery and like you're on
Yeah,
holiday,
vibesy.
to look polished and like you're wearing makeup even if you're not wearing a lot of other makeup.
It looks like you've made an effort. even
And I
if that's a
find
lie.
that when you go away, especially if you're going somewhere hot or it's in the summer, your skin gets really nice when you're on
Yeah.
holiday. Whether that means you get a bit more colour or just my skin always gets clearer when I'm
Yeah.
away. I kind of enjoy that time of not having to wear loads of powdery makeup all the time.
Yeah.
Before we went away, I went and got eyelash extensions.
Mhm.
It was a bit of a silly indulgence really. I loved them. It made life so easy.
Yeah, and they
Because
look banging.
It just looked like I was wearing the best mascara ever, or like really natural looking false lashes in a way where I could not wear anything else on my face and I
Yeah.
still looked kind of done. And they're great because they obviously stay on when you're swimming or sweating. So I really recommend that. If that's something that you can indulge in and afford, go for it. Did little things like tinting my eyebrows and getting them done before we went away. If nails are your thing, get a gel manicure and pedicure, shellac, gelish, whatever. So then you just don't have to think about that stuff. You don't have to pack nail polish.
It's like
good
more
to
low
go.
maintenance in a way.
Yeah, high maintenance.
High,
but
low key, but high key, but low key.
yeah. High maintenance that makes you look low maintenance. Cream products are also really nice to use when you're on holiday. So
Yeah.
cream blushes. I've got a thing here which is this Revlon
I love that stuff. Skin lights.
Illuminator. This is really nice with just like a tinted moisturizer, a bit of this, bright lipstick,
Yeah, that's a look.
glowy.
Glowy, glowy. Love it. Something we should talk about is how to remain chill when you're away with someone else. How to maintain levels of emotional calmness.
When you're traveling with a friend or a partner you don't necessarily spend a ton of time with normally, it can be a bit tense
yeah.
because you're just spending so much time together in a very intense period of time. Just be respectful of each other. People deal with things in different ways. You know, like people have their
Things.
individual things.
Yeah.
So this sounds really silly, but if you're going away with like a boyfriend or girlfriend, say you don't live together, you need to come to terms with the fact that you both have bodily functions.
Yes.
And if you're going to be sharing a bathroom, just accept that from day one. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point pretending it's not a thing.
Yeah.
It happens. Same with a friend. Like, we were sharing a bathroom.
Yeah, and it was just cool. We were like, okay, do what
Yeah,
you want to do.
it's
You
fun.
go, girl.
Yeah. Everyone has bodily functions. Everyone needs to get naked and shower. Everyone needs to use the bathroom. So if those are things that you feel weird about, you're gonna have to get over that, quite frankly.
Get over it. Another thing that's really important is working out, if you're sharing a room with someone, what space you're entitled to in the room. As soon as we got to the place where we were staying, we split the room up into halves basically and split everything up
Yeah.
into halves. And we're like, look, you have this, I'll have this.
If you don't do that immediately, then it's not gonna really happen. That's something I do even when I'm traveling alone or staying alone. I like to unpack as soon as I get there
Me
because
too.
it can be very tempting to just live out of your suitcase. Don't do it. Just
No.
unpack, get yourself settled, get everything in its rightful place,
Yeah.
and you will feel so much calmer.
Definitely.
Oh, this goes for bathrooms as well. If you're sharing
Yeah.
a bathroom, get a nice divide going down the middle. If you've got two sinks, then that is ideal. But if you just have one sink, have a side each. Don't
Yeah.
get your stuff all mixed together.
If you're with someone whose tidiness levels are different from yours, right? I'm a neat freak basically, and I know it gets on people's nerves. So I have to, when I'm on holiday, not go into crazy
Just-
organising everything mode. You've got to just let the other person live.
Just pick your battles. If you're
Yeah,
only
it's not
away
that
for a
deep,
few
really.
days or a week, there's no point fighting about stupid things. It can be easy to get very stressed and annoyed when you're spending a lot of time with someone. If you're away with someone, work out a good balance of having your own time, doing your own thing, and doing things together. You can feel under a lot of pressure to spend every minute of every day together because you've gone away together. That's just not real life. You wouldn't do that if you were hanging out where you live.
No. If you want to go to the pool, go to the pool. Like, don't
Yeah,
wait
don't-
for your friend. Just go and do your thing. And if they want to come down later, fine. If you're going away with someone, or even if you're going away on your own, you're not having a great time, then think, okay, it's just a week or 10 days or or however long it is. And if you're going and you're having a great time, try to just make the absolute most of it.
Yeah,
That's what I
just
would
try
say.
and do fun things, live in the moment. Don't be afraid to communicate and make your own time, do your own thing, even if it's just on one day or an evening or something.
Yeah.
You know, just have a little break. Don't be afraid to go out and explore on your own. Just don't be afraid to communicate honestly if you find yourself in that position. We hope this helped some of you guys. If you have any more specific questions, please leave them down below. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more.
Follow us on all our social media, which we'll leave down below. And yeah, that's it. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Guys. Keep it cozy.
Feeling slightly more alive now. We're real life vloggers now. We're on the beach. Estamos en la playa.
En la playa. We found a cat. Show them the cat.
Mi cariño, gatito. What are your thoughts on España so far?
It's so fun. I have a little bit of sunburn and I'm having a really good time.
Wear SPF, kids.
Where SPF will even turn out like a lobster. Like a me. You need to get done.
With work come over.